Hello and welcome to the program. You're watching the Daily V News broadcast by the VNA. And now the top stories in brief.
Vietnam will launch second satellite next month. Ministry of Labor, Invalids and Social Affairs introduced a national program on gender equality. Experts urge businesses to ensure trademark protection as part of their export expansion strategy.
Vietnam is to send its second satellite, the Vinasat-2, into orbit at 5:13 a.m. on May 16 local time. The Vietnam Post and Telecommunications Group VNPT announced in Hanoi on May 9th.
The $300 million satellite, constructed by US-based Lockheed Martin, will boost local expertise and further develop Vietnam's satellite communication technology. It will also enhance communication amongst fishermen at sea, weather forecasting capacity and defense security. Compared with Vinasat-1, launched in 2008, the new satellite has a larger capacity, greater weight, greater number of sensor responses, and higher bandwidth capacity. The Vinasat-2 satellite will focus on Ku-band transponders, which provide radio, television, and telephone transmission services for all of Vietnam and other parts of the Southeast Asia region. The new satellite, with a life expectancy of 15 years, will be launched from Guyana in South America, where Vietnam's first satellite was launched.
According to the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment, Ha Long City in the northeastern province of Quảng Ninh is selected to host this year's World Environment Day, June 5th.
National activities to mark this year's celebrations will be held on June the 4th and 5th, including a seminar to exchange information and share the model of environmental protection towards building a green economy in Quảng Ninh province. Since 1982, Vietnam has marked World Environment Day, and it has become a specific and practical activity, contributing to improving community awareness of the need for environmental protection and sustainable development. Themed Green Economy, does it include you? This year's day is to emphasize the role of each person in building a green economy.
The Ministry of Labor, Invalids and Social Affairs held a conference in Hanoi on May 8th to highlight its national program on gender equality during the period of 2011-2015. Our report has more.
According to the Ministry's Gender Equality Department, the program has a total investment of 955 billion Vietnam dongs, of which 790 billion Vietnam dongs is state funding, and the remainder comes from international aid, social organizations, and the community. The program aims to change public awareness of gender equality issues, gradually narrowing the gender gap and improving women's position in some areas where inequalities still exist. The program will focus on information campaigns to raise public awareness and change behavior. It will also improve state management on gender equality and enhance the capacity of female deputies at the National Assembly in people's councils at all levels.
A conference on reducing emission from deforestation and forest degradation in developing countries, REDD+, was held in Đà Lạt City, the Central Highlands province of Lâm Đồng on May 8th. The event is to discuss measures to promote transparency as a solution to the effective implementation of REDD+.
The conference was co-organized by Lâm Đồng People's Committee and Bidup Núi Bà National Park in coordination with the Towards Transparency organization. The conference highlighted the idea of strengthening preventive anti-corruption measures in the REDD mechanism, as well as the positive impacts of publicity and transparency in the REDD process. Launched by Transparency International and funded by Norway, preventive anti-corruption in the REDD mechanism is running in Indonesia, Papua New Guinea, and Vietnam. REDD is an effort to reduce emissions in an effective, speedy, and economical manner, which benefits participants. REDD Plus goes beyond deforestation and forest degradation and includes the role of conservation, sustainable management of forests, and enhancement of forest carbon stocks. In Vietnam, REDD Plus has been running in 3 periods in many provinces such as Điện Biên and Lâm Đồng and financed by various countries. Lâm Đồng province has launched 3 REDD programs funded by Norway, the UK and USAID.
Vietnam is speeding up trade promotions in Germany as it is now Vietnam's largest trade partner in the EU. A seminar was held on May 8th in Ho Chi Minh City to promote Vietnamese products in the European market.
The Vietnamese Products Week in metro supermarkets, together with the Vietnam Business Forum, will take place in Berlin from May 28th to June 4th. According to the organizers, the Vietnamese Goods Week at the metro system is an excellent opportunity for Vietnamese businesses to penetrate the market with a huge potential because Metro is the largest wholesaler and retailer in Germany and Europe. In 2010, two-way trade between Vietnam and Germany exceeded $4 billion. Vietnam mainly exports garments, footwear, coffee, and seafood to Germany.
Experts say protecting brand names is a necessary step for Vietnamese businesses in their export expansion strategy. Let's see the details.
The Sazang Rice Chupeti, Bến Tre Coconut Candy, Trung Nguyên Coffee, Petro Vietnam, Vina Taba Cigarette, and Zulet Hamburg are famous brand names in Vietnam, which have been involved in trademark violations and disputes. The latest cases were Buôn Ma Thuột and Đắk Lắk coffee brand names, which were appropriated by foreign businesses in France and China. Losing the brand name means losing the market and trade partners, causing great losses for businesses. In principle, when we export products to a market, intellectual property rights, especially brand names, must be protected there. If we don't do that, the right can belong to other people who may be our rivals. If that happens, our products will not be allowed to be imported or will be confiscated because they violate the law of that country. Vietnamese businesses have made great efforts to build their images, but regrettably, we have not yet sought every way to protect that result. We have lost it too easily. The fact shows that many Vietnamese businesses still ignore the registration of overseas trademark protection. According to the National Office of Intellectual Property, only 110 Vietnamese brand names have been registered through the Mandarin system for the international registration of marks. In addition to raising business awareness, management agencies should also support businesses. We have urged representative offices of the Vietnamese Ministry of Science and Technology and diplomatic agencies abroad to assist local businesses in registering the brand names of their products. The Mandarin system offers a trademark owner protection in several countries by filling one application directly with their own national or regional trademark office.
UNESCO and Quảng Nam Province launched the project Promoting World Heritage Sites in Vietnam's Central Region in Hội An on May 8th.
The project aims to connect 3 World Heritage Sites in the region, including Huế Monuments Complex in Huế City, Hội An Ancient Town, and Mỹ Sơn Sanctuary in Quảng Nam Province. The project's key activities will focus on Hội An Heritage Site, including producing flyers, brochures, and handbooks to provide tourists with information about various places of interest, such as typical handicraft villages and the traditional cultures of the destinations. Promoting and providing information connecting Hội An Ancient Town, Mỹ Sơn Sanctuary, and Huế Imperial City have ensured sustainable tourism development through improving the quality of information, raising tourists' awareness on responsibility and linkages between the 3 world heritages in the Central Region.
And we have come to the end of today's broadcast. Thanks for joining me. Goodbye.